Greetings, my fellow human beings. We are live. This is Live Free or Die, and I'm your host, Eli King. Thank you for joining me, my friends. And today we have a lot of news on the table. Our first article will actually be on the internet here. Let's punch it up. Here we go. Let's go to the clip. Citizens file articles of impeachment against Obama. Today, we will start off the show with Impeach Obama 2013 for sedition against the Constitution. That's right, when a long train of abuses and observations pursuing invariably the same object events and designed to reduce them under absolute nepotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Declaration of Independence, July 4th, 1776. And the reason why we want to impeach Obama, this tyrannical tyrant, basically, he has aimed America's enemies, violating his oath by sending funds to insurgents in Syria who are being commanded by Al-Qaeda terrorists. He has violated federal law by overseeing and covering up surrounding Operation Fast and Furious, the transfer of guns to Mexican drug cartels direct from the federal government. Also, he has lied to the American people by overseeing and covering up the Benghazi attack, which directly led to the deaths of 4 American citizens. The cover-up has been called Obama's Watergate. Also, he has brazenly undermined the power of Congress by insisting his authority came from the United Nations Security Council prior to the attack on Libya. That congressional approval was not necessary. I don't even have to get to the constitutional question, he said. Even though he taught constitutional law in Chicago University. And he has flagrantly violated Article 1, Section 9, Clause 8 of the Constitution by accepting rotating status of the chairman of the United Nations Security Council, which is a violation of the Logan Act. Also, he has ignored congressional rejection of the cybersecurity bill he indicted will pursue an unconstitutional executive order. And it goes so on and so on. This guy has created more executive orders than Bush and Clinton and seems like everybody combined. This comes from a person who said he was going to eliminate the practice of executive fiat, executive order, and he just keeps signing these executive orders. It makes me wonder, I tell you, what is this guy's real agenda? And, you know, let's get to some clips. I want to run through some video clips of Mr. Barack Hussein Obama. Let's see. First, let's go to Joe Biden saying how they will never take the guns. Let me just show you the video clip of how these scumbags say they aren't coming for the guns. Here we go.
Barack Obama ain't taking my shotguns, so don't buy that malarkey. Don't buy that malarkey. They're gonna start peddling that to you. I guarantee you, Barack Obama ain't taking my shotguns, so don't buy that malarkey. Don't buy that malarkey. They're gonna start peddling that to you. I got 2. If he tries to fool my Beretta, he's got a problem. I like that little over and under. You know, I'm not bad with it. So give me a break.
Alrighty then. And this next clip, if it'll queue up properly. Actually, let's just go to the next one. And here's Barack Obama saying he won't take your guns neither.
When y'all go home and you're talking to your buddies and they say, he wants to take my gun away. You've heard it here. I'm on television, so everybody knows it. I believe in the Second Amendment.
Liar.
I believe in people's lawful right to bear arms. I will not take your shotgun away. I will not take your rifle away. I won't take your handgun away.
That's right, fair use, YouTube and MNN. Just in case you want to say I have doing some copyright, it's the Fair Use Act. I am alternative news media, citizen journalism, so I can use these clips. I thank whoever made these videos. Anyway, so there you go. You got Obama in a lie, right? I won't take your guns. Another thing he did, this guy raises taxes with his fiscal little cliff. Another promise he reneged on. Let's go to it. All right, give me a second. Flashback. Here we go. This is Obama promising he will not raise the taxes.
And I can make a firm pledge. Under my plan, no family making less than $250,000 a year will see any form of tax increase. Not your income tax, not your payroll tax, not your capital gains taxes, not any of your taxes.
When y'all go home and you're talking to your buddies and they say, he wants to take my gun away. You've heard it here. I'm on television, so everybody knows it. I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe in people's lawful right to bear arms. I will not take your shotgun away. I will not take your rifle away. I won't take your handgun away.
Well, there you have it, boys and girls. He promises not to raise taxes. He promises not to take your guns. But then again, this guy is a flat-out liar. And Alex Jones has put up these papers to impeach Obama and try him for treason against the Constitution. Let's not get angry today, boys and girls. Now let's move on to our next article here. New York State Senator gun bill passed in the middle of the night turns law-abiding citizens into criminals. Members were forced to vote on a bill they had not read. If you do not know, this past Tuesday, the New York State Senate basically now, if you thought we had tough gun laws before, we got them now. And those stupid morons even forgot to exempt the NYPD from this little clause, okay? So when this law takes into effect, the NYPD now becomes criminals. All the retired officers, all your veterans have to now turn in their firearms. Any handgun that is legally registered in this city has to have a 7-shot clip or less. And you know why this is all happening? Do you want to know why this is all happening? Because of Sandy Hook. Oh, they may not put up my show on the MNN website if I talk about guns and Sandy Hook. So I'm going to do it anyway. Sandy Hook, right? Remember Sandy Hook? The 20 dead children, may they rest in peace? We were all told that the Bushmaster, the long rifle, the AR-15, was brought into the school and used to kill all these little children. Isn't that what you heard? And this is the reason why the New York State Senate and Governor Scumbag Cuomo says, we have to pass this draconian law. Because he brought the long rifle into school, the Bushmaster. Yes. Even though the gun laws we have now are really tyrannical and people get shot every day, okay? The war on drugs, how long has that been going? You still see drugs on the street. More guns equal less crime. Look at Chicago, 532 murders last year. And anyway, back to Sandy Hook. The Bushmaster was left in the car. That is fact. But they tell you the Bushmaster was in the school. let's go to this video clip showing the Bushmaster left in the car.
You can see that police find a long gun of some type in the trunk of the black vehicle that's been cordoned off at the elementary school all day long today. It's entirely possible the car belongs to the shooting suspect. Police are seen clearing the gun's chamber. At least one cartridge comes out of the gun. This just shows there is still much to learn about what happened today, and police are still very much in the middle of what will surely be a lengthy investigation. But again, some type of long gun has just been found in the last half hour in the trunk of the black vehicle that's been currently taped off outside of Sandy Hook Elementary School. Back to you guys.
Well, there you have it, boys and girls. Would you like to see that again? Would you like to see it again? All right, let's show it again. Here we go. Oh, they probably don't want me to show it again. That's why they're doing that. All right.
You can see that police find a long gun of some type in the trunk of the black vehicle that's been cordoned off at the elementary school all day long today. It's entirely possible the car belongs to the shooting suspect. Police are seen clearing the gun's chamber.
All right, enough of that. Well, there you have it, people. This is why they passed this draconian gun law, because the assault rifle was in the school. But wait a minute. The news report we just watched says the gun was in the trunk of the car, people. Come on. You know, Sandy Hook stinks to high heaven. It stinks. Something is up there. Also, if you happen to have the movie Dark Knight Rising, the new Batman movie that's on DVD right now, go to an hour and 58 minutes into the movie where Commissioner Gordon points at the map, and clearly you can see on the left-hand bottom side of the screen, Sandy Hook. Coincidence or Illuminati conspiracy? Because you know they like to give little psyop, little messages. It's part of their code. They have to tell you what they're going to do. But do your own research, boys and girls. Don't take my word for it. All right, now back to more of this tyrannical gun control. Wyoming bill would nullify Obama gun control and jail feds. Good on you, Wyoming. Wyoming says, Mr. Obama, Mr. Treasonous, seditionist president, yes, even though your father wasn't born here and you're not eligible to be president according to the Constitution, I will not follow your draconian gun law orders. If you tell me to take away the guns from my people, I will not follow that order. Good on you, Wyoming. And there's also a bunch of sheriffs and stuff coming out and saying, you know, enough is enough. We're not going to follow this order and disarm my American citizens because we still believe in the Constitution. But according to scumbag, allegedly gay with Obama, Rahm Emanuel, well, that's another story, I'm sorry. But Rahm Emanuel says the decision should not be left to politicians or citizens. It should be left to police chiefs. Let's go to the clip.
One, it's all about criminal access. It's not about gun control, it's about criminal access to guns. That changes the debate. Two, put the police chief and the law enforcement community front and center. Everybody else, from politician to whatever, take a back seat. Because the police chiefs have a credibility and authority and a voice on this, which is why they're all for there. I do believe, as it relates to both the type of weapon being an assault weapon in this case, or the assault magazine, as Mike has, I think, strenuously focused us on message on that. Because the difference between, between a magazine that holds 10 and a magazine that holds 20 or 30 is a lot of different type of damage that's done. And those are the three things. I do think, because the police chiefs have a credibility and authority and a voice on this.
All right, you heard that right there, because the police chiefs have a credibility and authority on this. You heard that, right? You heard that, right? Because I have Patriot Kentucky Sheriff. I will not enforce federal gun-grabbing laws. I would be ashamed if a founding father were in this room right now. You are never going to pull a gun from Jackson County. Also, not only a Kentucky sheriff, Pennsylvania's police chiefs, a bunch of police chiefs, Texas, senators, and all from all over rural America are saying, we're not following that order, you scumbag. Get out of here. We see what goes down in mafia-owned Chicago, where you disarm the people and they have the highest murder rate in the country. We're not going to do that. Now let's go to this clip of a brave sheriff from Kentucky basically breaking it down how it should be, how every police chief should speak.
That's their right. The Second Amendment makes that very clear. And our forefathers made that very clear. Otherwise, they would have been so high on the amendment. It would have been down the list someplace. But it was so important to them. And, I look back today, and this is the part that's emotional, to me, is I would be ashamed if one of them was in this room right now and having to listen to what we're having to talk about. I would be ashamed to have them sit here and listen to all the people that have given their lives for this right for us. And we just give it up so flippantly just because somebody says so. If we did everything that somebody says so, we would not be a country today just because somebody says so. Because we have a different kind of people here, people that are that are wanting to be independent. That's why we started our independence. An independent being able to carry a gun, that's an independent choice too.
Well, there you have it. You got the Thank God I'm not the only one. Thank God. Oh, thank you. All right. Also, I'd like to thank Senator Greg Boll, Senator of New York. He is one of the 43 personnel, the Senate, whatever you call them, who actually stood up and said no. This bill was voted in 104 to 43, and only 43 House representatives said no to the new gun bill that has been introduced here in New York. Like I said, we already have draconian gun laws in this city. Bloomberg sells guns. He's involved in gun manufacturing. Where do all the NYPD Glocks come from? Austria. And who owns, let's say, stock or money in that company? Yeah, look it up. Mayor Bloomberg. So why he goes after the manufacturers here in the U.S. is because that's his competition. Because he has partnered up with the Austria Glock makers. Yes, you better believe it. You heard it here first. But they won't talk about that on the mainstream media. Those scumbags. All right. Let's take some calls. 212-245-7273. We are live, people. Give me a call. Tell me what's on your mind. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You saw the Bushmaster in the trunk of the car. Sandy Hook stinks. Stinks to high heaven. Something's up there. Why hasn't there been a video released of at least the guy walking into the school? I don't know. Well, we got a call. Let's take this call. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? What's on your mind?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know where to start, man. With this whole gun control, everything is stupid here. Because, first of all, they are attacking our Second Amendment. And if they take away our guns, the spirit of 1776 will rise up. That's no question about it. And I have a feeling that something is going to erupt with this. Because, first of all, you don't mess with our Second Amendment. Okay?
This is very true.
And that's what they want, man. That's what they want. This is how this thing is going to go down. You know?
This is very true.
The Sandy Hook thing this was all distraction, you know?
Yeah, something doesn't feel right about Sandy Hook.
Exactly,
it really
exactly. Then you got that scumbag Cuomo, you know, he went ahead and passed urged to get that bill passed.
Oh yeah, in the middle of the night. And these guys didn't even read the bill. They were just told to vote on it. Like the NDAA.
That's our Constitution.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then on top of that, did you hear on the news yesterday about a kid carry a gun inside a book bag, and that's when everyone had to evacuate?
Yeah, the 7-year-old who brought the gun to school.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that was an illegal gun, you see, because we have no basically legal guns here in the city, and that's gun control. We already have tight gun laws, but kids are bringing guns to school. That's how great the gun laws work. So let's make them even tougher. You think the Bloods and the Crips are going to turn in their guns? You think the gangsters are going to turn in their guns? No, this is mafia tactics. This is what the mob does. They disarm you, and then they make you their slave, and now you got to pay them.
Yeah, all guns and all that. they're like under, all their, they're going to be controlled.
Anything else on your mind, Steve?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, now with the school bus strike, I just want to get your feedback on that because, it seems like it's like the schools and stuff, man, they're in bad shape. And he wants to shut down certain school, failing school. Instead of, like, fixing the problem, they want to shut them down.
Absolutely, Steve.
And if you think Bloomberg can, like, stoop any lower than that, man.
Absolutely, Steve. I appreciate
really
the
done with
call.
this guy,
I will.
man. His ass needs to go.
I will give you your answer off the air. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate the call. Basically, you're going to see this type of thing going on with bus drivers, teachers, train operators, in all sorts of organizations. You're going to see strikes and people rising up and stuff. And the economy is going to collapse. Sooner or later, it will happen because you can only borrow so much. What are we going to owe? $17 trillion billion? Come on. All right, we'll take this other call. Caller, you are on the air. What's on your mind?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's on your mind, brother?
Nothing much. I have to say, I just been listening to this just now, and I just have to say I agree with everything you're saying. I don't want to keep any of your time, but I like what you're saying, and I like where you're going with it. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the call. Well, at least somebody agrees with me. Damn it. Another thing I want to bring up here. I almost forgot. Thank you, caller. Obama. Recently he signed this, he introduced this bill to Congress, and he used children behind them to prop him up, giving high fives to little children. Yay! Anyway, you got to know history, people. You got to know history or you're doomed to repeat it. So let's look at some other tyrants who have used children as props. Let's go to the clip. Stalin. Stalin took the guns. He used children as a prop. Hitler took the guns. Look at him there with the nice little child. Yes, isn't he wonderful? No, he's not. Mao. It's Kim Jong-il from Korea. He took the guns. Mao Zedong. Oh, I forgot to click on Kim Jong-il. I'm sorry. This CG's pretty tricky. The guy from Korea, yes, he took the guns. Who else? Mao Zedong, he took the guns. Hugo Chavez, he took the guns. Fidel Castro, he took the guns too. All of these people use children to prop themselves up. And last but not least, you guessed it, Obama. Now he is going to take the guns. How ridiculous is that, boys and girls? I tell you. For those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. And I don't know what to say. But I do know this. From time to time, the tree of liberty must be refreshed with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Thomas Jefferson. Because I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. I will continue on. Oh, boy, we have a call. Call, you're on the air.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask you. The inauguration is on Monday.
Yes, the inauguration is... Thank you, Steve, for bringing up that point. The inauguration is on Monday. And you know what's so special about this inauguration, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Obama is going to be swearing in on the Lincoln Bible. They were on the news on the night.
Bible.
Yes.
That's the Secret Society one. That's a tyrannical one. Yeah, that's not the real Bible. That's like a tyrannical... That's man-made Bible. That was written by Benjamin Franklin.
Anything else you know about that?
Yeah, and talking about the Illuminati and the Secret Society and all that, yeah. My friend was telling me about that. That Bible that all your presidents swore on it is under by the secret order.
I tell you, Steve, you're on point there.
That's
all right,
right.
We're almost out of time, Steve. I appreciate the call. Steve makes a great point, like I said, about this Bible. They advertise this on MSNBC Democratic C. that he's going to be using the Lincoln Bible. And they're now putting up Obama as the new Lincoln who will crush the states. You know, Lincoln suspended the Constitution too. He locked up senators, locked up journalists. And the only good thing Lincoln did was he issued his own greenbacks, which basically got rid of their version of the Federal Reserve, which were European banksters, and that's the real reason why they killed him. That war wasn't over slavery, it was over money, okay? And the British funded both sides to divide and conquer. And Lincoln, I think, towards the end caught on to this, and that's why he issued his own money, greenbacks, money that was backed by silver. We are almost out of time, people. You know, things aren't what they seem anymore. Black is white, and white is black, it seems. Truth is stranger than fiction. It really seems that way. I don't know what the hell is going on. Let's take this last call really quick. Caller, you're on the air. You got about 30 seconds. What's on your mind?
Yeah, where the women at?
The woman?
Where the she's at, man? Look got girls on this show. Get her some frecas or sucias on there once in a while. You know what I mean?
I hear you, brother. I'll try to work that out for you, man. Thank you for watching, though. I appreciate the call. This guy wants some sucias on the show. I don't think my wife will like that. You know, I'm not Howard Stern. But, hey, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Wake up, people. Wake up. They're coming. They're coming. The redcoats are coming. To arms! To arms! The redcoats are coming! To arms! You think you're gonna take away the guns from the good old boys? I know good old boys from here all the way up to Buffalo, and they tell me, come and take it. They're not turning them in, Mr. Obama, Governor Cuomo. So you better watch out. Beware what you wish for, because you just may get it. Anyway, show's over. God bless America. God save the Constitution. And if you have received this transmission, you are the resistance.
What?